Today we're going to be talking about 3 signs that you might have picked the wrong accountant for your business. When do you need to look for an accountant, or what should you be looking for an accountant? Does a sole trader need an accountant? These are just my guide. There's quite a few signs that might be there, but these are probably the most common things that come to mind when you're thinking about your accountant. First, your accountant is a partner in your business, and they should be helping you. So the first sign that they're not really knowing that is, do they know your goals? Do they know what you're trying to achieve or what your purpose is? Because if they don't know that, then it's going to be hard for them to have a relationship with you. So that's the first thing, to make sure that they're on the same page as you, so they're understanding that. And as follow-up from that, probably the second sign is, do they have those frank and honest discussions with you on a regular basis? So that could be yearly, that could be every 2 years, it could be quarterly. But are they having those discussions with you? Are they sitting down and pulling you up on how things are going, or giving you kudos when things are going really well, or looking at what the future problems might be, whether they're growth or whether there's challenges in that marketplace or there's supply issues? Are they having those talks with you? Because it's one thing to have an accountant that prepares your tax work and your accounting work on a yearly basis, and you're happy with the numbers and away you go. But it's another thing to actually have an accountant that actually understands what you're trying to do and having those discussions with you, because that's where the relationship grows, that's where the trust gets built up, and that's where the knowledge is. I would say it's usually when you're not sure. And as a business owner, you're mainly not sure at certain points in your business, and maybe it's coming up with the initial business plan, or how you're going to do what you want to do, what you're going to sell, or what you're going to provide as a service, and you want to understand what you need to look out for. The other thing is probably if you're trying to grow. So usually when you're hiring your first employee, that's usually when we get a whole bunch of questions from our clients. How do I set that up? What's the right way to do it? What are the contracts? How much do I withhold from pay? All of those sort of things. That's where we love playing around in that space, and we love setting up our business so when people can hire people, because that's usually the first sign your business is really a business, because it's moved from just all you to, hey, I've got someone helping me grow this business, and that's when you can really take off, and that's when you can start getting some financial rewards for your effort. I'm going to start off with, I'm quite comfortable with people having a sole trader ABN as long as they're fully aware what that entails. And I suppose what that really means is, as a sole trader, you are the legal entity providing the service or the product. So, let's say you're the guy installing a patio in someone's house. You're responsible for that. So the normal thing to protect you for that is you have some insurances. So great, you got some insurance to protect you for any works you might do, but do you have insurance for yourself? Do you have insurance for public liability? Do you have all the insurances in place to make sure you're covered? And what happens if you don't have insurance, or the insurance doesn't cover you? So when you're set up as a sole trader, you are the person. So if something goes wrong and insurance doesn't cover you for it, you're defending yourself, and you're personally liable for those potential damages. So that's why you probably see a lot of research around setting up a company, or setting up a company as trustee for a trust. And the reason for that is a company provides an extra layer of protection, in the sense it's the company that is the legal entity. So whatever assets are in the company will be used to pay those bills, unless you've breached ASIC rules, which means you're then personally liable. But for most times, as long as you follow the rules governed by your company and by ASIC, the company actually provides an extra layer of protection. So think about it from a protection point of view as the main reason for having these structures. But if you're doing it as a side hustle and you're making a small amount of money and there's very little risk of being sued or any harm being caused to other people, then a sole trader structure might be perfectly fine. Make sure you've got the right structure, and that can be done in an easy 1-hour meeting with any accountant to go through that, and then you've got peace of mind. Thank you. If you feel like touching base with us, give us a call on 0893103343, or shoot us an email, and we'll tee up a time to go through your particular situation with you.